hey, all the brothers brought it out mighty through the spirit, man. We need the sheep out here in these brothers today. You got sincere brothers and sisters coming up and getting the words of the Lord. Right? What's going on, brother? You, hey, what's your nationality again? One more time. That's right, brother. You an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, man. You remember all praises, right? And sister, what's your nationality? Do you remember? That's right, you'll be an Israelite from the tribe of Simeon. Right? I got a precept for both of y'all real quick. Right? For you too, brother. But let me get Wisdom of Solomon. Right? 6 and 17. I'm with it.
That's the one I was just
Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 16. Right?
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
For the very true beginning of her is a desire of discipline.
Salakia, real quick. Hold that. First, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me get Sirach 24 and 23. Sirach 24 and 23. Right, somebody else can Ruth chapter 3 and verse 9. I want Ruth 3 and 9 first.
This is the book of Baruch. Chapter 3 and verse 9. Hear Israel.
Who or what?
Hear Israel.
Hear who?
Hear Israel.
Hear so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
The commandments of life.
The commandments of life. Right? So y'all gotta hear, right? The brother brought it out beautifully, man, giving you the commandments of life, right? We brought it out to you before, brother, the commandments of life. You gotta take diligent heed to what brothers is bringing out to y'all these last days, right? Right? Now give me this, Sirach 24 and 23.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 24 and verse 23.
Read out.
All these things are the book of the covenant.
All these what?
All these things are the book of the covenant.
All these things that this brother brought out for you, sister, all these things that you've heard before from us, brother, are the things of the book of the covenant.
Right.
You know?
Of the Most High God.
Read.
Even the law.
Even the what?
Even the law.
Even the law, read.
Which Moses commanded for inheritance.
For what?
For inheritance.
For what?
For inheritance.
Sister, the brother, I don't know if you know, but the brother was giving you your heritage back, man. Because your heritage was stolen away from you, right? Your heritage, was blotted out from your mind, right? Wearing a dress, wearing a hat rack, wearing fringes, that's your heritage, sister.
Right.
Right? These different things, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, sister and brother, that's your heritage.
Right.
It's deeper than being black and proud, and you know, people always put the fist up. We always say, what that mean? I don't know what that means, right? What's your heritage? People think our heritage is 4th of July cookouts and weed smoking, right? No, but the law, read that again, Baba Kashaf.
Even the law which Moses commanded for inheritance unto the congregations of Jacob.
Unto the congregations of who?
Unto the congregations of Jacob.
Not the whole world, man. This is given unto the congregation of Jacob, which is who? The Israelites. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? Now let me get the book of
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and verse 15. To think therefore upon her is perfection of wisdom, and whoso watcheth for her shall quickly be without care. For she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her.
Right, this is talking about wisdom, right? You wanna attain wisdom, don't you, brother? Yes. You wanna attain wisdom, don't you, sister? Right? So it's gonna tell you, what to do. Right, read on.
For she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her.
Right, you gotta be worthy for wisdom. Wisdom not just gonna dwell with anybody, man.
Right.
Wisdom not gonna dwell with a nigga. Right, and he smokes cigs all day. He be making cigs. He play 2K until the sun come up. Right, and he got his hands. He got Frito sauce on it all day. Right, and he ain't took a shower in 3 days.
Right,
right. Wisdom not gonna do it with that, man. He don't pray. Right, he don't fast. Right, he don't give alms. Right, he don't get in the scriptures. He don't keep the commandments. The wisdom not gonna dwell with that man. Right, wisdom not gonna dwell with a sister that feel like in their mind less is more when it comes to clothing. Right, or less is better, right? Too caught up in the outward appearance, right? They gossiping against their sisters, right, all day long, right? They being a so-called nigga woman towards their husband, right, or the men of the Lord, right? Wisdom not going to dwell with people like that, right? So wisdom, is picky, right? Read on.
Whoso seeketh after her, Salakia. Verse 16. For she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her, showeth herself favorably unto them in the ways, and meeteth them in every thought. For the very true beginning of her is a desire of discipline.
Right, the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline. In order to attain wisdom, guess what? You gotta have discipline. You can't, anything in life that you want, you gotta have discipline in order to get it. That's right. Right, read on.
And the care of discipline is love.
And the care of discipline is love. If you have discipline, guess what? You have love towards whatever you're doing.
That's right.
Like I always say, hey, if you love a particular sport, right, like basketball, right, you're gonna have the discipline to go up and make sure you're getting up at 6 a.m. to go practice.
Right.
Because you got discipline for it. Why? Because you love it. So that's the same way you gotta be with these commandments. I'll tell you, hey, in the very true beginning of the verse, right, it's discipline, right, read on.
For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, right, and the care of discipline is love.
Right, and read on.
And love is the keeping of her laws.
It said that love is the keeping of her laws. Right? So do y'all love the Most High? Do you love the Most High, sister?
I do.
What about you, brother? You love the Most High? Alright, so how do you love him?
Fasting, eating right.
What else?
Don't fornicate like fornication is real.
Nah, it's all good, right? You keep it to the best of your ability. The point is, brother, right? Read that again.
And the care of Salakia. And love is the keeping of her laws.
And love is the keeping of her laws. So if you want to love the Most High, brother, guess what? You're going to keep his commandments.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Real quick, give me John 14. You want the rest of that? You can finish. You can. Is that the end of the verse?
Salaki, you can.
Finish it.
And the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption.
Oh God, yeah, and the giving heed to the laws, guess what? That's gonna make sure you have incorruption. Because don't you want to be incorruptible, or do you want to be corruptible? That's right. You want to be incorruptible. You want to be made immortal, right? You know.
And incorruption maketh us near unto Yahweh.
See, that's what makes you closer to the Most High. A lot of people, they be like, man, I'm with the Most High. I talk to him all the time, right? He right there with me, right? But they not under. Real quick, give me somebody give me 1 John, give me 1 John 3 and the last verse.
I got appreciate it too.
Did you say Allah? Yes. I am really a good all my people are from Israel. Like, I'm really, I'm no Muslim. I'm Muslim. I don't work with nobody.
You said you're not Muslim?
Hell no, I'm a Muslim.
You said what?
Muslim means only talk and food and just like lifestyle and the heritage.
Oh, okay.
You know, to be real about it, Muslim. Yeah, Muslim, we live strict. We do it so much. You know what I'm saying? I want people in Saudi Arabia live in luxury, office of Hollywood. While we have myself, my family are suffering, we don't have the cops.
God, so I want to ask you a question, then we're going to get into this real quick. All right, what's your nationality, sister?
Dominican and South.
What did God call you? Did God call you a Dominican?
I forgot. No.
Take a picture
I'm actually
of it.
going to, yeah.
Take a picture of it.
Israelite.
Right, that's right. When you on Instagram or Twitter,
I don't have social media.
Good. Right, but whenever you scrolling through your pictures, make sure you look at this and say, you know what, hey, I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
Right? So we got a flyer for you too, sister. Your brother gonna give you a flyer. So, right, you know when you say
Benjamin about money. We don't mess with Benjamin, but we're Judah, that's the money. I'm a Leo, but that's Zodiac.
we on there. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, let's slow down. Okay, let's No, you good, brother. We just want to slow down because we want to get you. Hold on, real quick. We want to get you proper understanding on all these things. Right? You said you don't mess with Benjamin.
Face this way.
What do you mean? Elaborate, if you don't mind.
Benjamin calls me.
Oh, you talking about, brother? You can't get caught up in the. You can't get. You said what? Well, brother, Benjamin is too.
But Benjamin's a white dude.
No, brother, you getting caught up in the name, brother.
Ben-Hur.
What does Benjamin in the Hebrew? What is Benjamin in the Hebrew?
Well, it's
You getting caught up in the name, brother. Right?
I just told you I'm crossing college in my head.
What did Benjamin Franklin come first, or did Benjamin from the tribe, from the son of Israel come first?
Son.
So brother, you can't get caught up in, oh, I don't mess with him because it's a white man and about money.
Right now.
You said, huh?
Yeah, my one's right now.
Brother, hold on, because we kind of going around, right? That's unfortunate, right? And I feel for you, brother, but real quick, hold on. Hold on, brother. Right? Those are your brothers. Those are the Jamaicans, so-called Jamaicans. You can't say, oh, I don't mess with them. I don't mess with them. You hating your brother. You breaking the commandments.
I'm telling you, I hate somebody.
Damn, you said you hate them?
No, I gotta hate him to love him. No, I hate their action.
Hold on, brother.
Listen, I'm one of them for real, and I told the other Israelites I'm really wanted for them. I'm really one of these.
If you really wanted these, brother, you would love every single tribe on this chart.
That's
if you was a real Israelite.
Listen, it's quiet. It's called debate. It's called business. I hate it. Israel is Israelites. I mean, Israelites right now are in bondage right now. So preaching.
That's not what Israelite means.
It's Christianity took. Are you serious? I'm about to go because I am actually one of them. I'm actually I don't want.
Israelite literally means he prints power.
Oh man, like I'm not.
Yashur Allah.
I'm pretty much eye on it.
It's Yashur Allah. He prints power. That's literally what Israelite means. That's what it says.
I'm like Allah. That's my high priority. Allah, not Jesus.
Brother,
what I'm saying? Because I want to.
You kind of win. Real quick, somebody come here.
I'm about to go, bro. I mean, no disrespect.
Nah, brother, we just want you to have
because
we love you,
I know Jamaicans are this, man. Jamaicans are in slavery to the white man.
Right, so why do you hate them?
No, I don't hate white man.
No, why do you hate the Benjamites?
Because
the Benjamites.
No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. They sold you all to slavery. No, it's up to Israel to help the Israelites.
Hold on, bro. You kind of looping me right now.
I ain't looping you because I am. Listen.
Hold on,
right.
real quick.
Google me. No, just Google my name, right?
So do you love? You love your Jamaican brothers? Do you love your Jamaican brothers?
Yes, I love Jamaican brothers.
Okay, that's what because at first you said you hated them.
No.
That's why I asked for clarification.
Okay,
brother.
Listen, man.
That's why I asked for clarification.
All I'm saying is
you said you didn't like Benjamin.
I know all the Hebrews, Israelites, everything about you. Got you on lock. All right, I'm just saying.
Nah, I didn't. This is madness. Brother, you an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, right? You gotta love your Benjamite brothers, your Levite brothers, right?
We're all struggling though. That's why I'm debating.
Because we all under the curses.
Yeah, under the curse of famine, gluttony.
Man, we under the curse of everything that said all 63 curses.
That's right.
That's it.
Big others. My bad.
What the hell is that? Brother, oh my goodness.
Brother came back with spirits.
Yeah.
Damn. About to get a shirt with fringes and everything.
Yeah,
He was cutting the switch on and off.
Yeah, man.
He said no. He said something about being a Muslim. I said, hold on. We broke the curses down.
He said he wasn't saying he was an Arab, like, cause he said it mean. Anyways, so real quick, give me damn, that's madness. That's madness. That's what. Hold on, real quick. That's what the Lord will do to you, man. If you, damn.
I got the olive bar.
That's what the Lord will do to you, man. If you're not taking this thing serious, man. If you're not taking this thing serious, the Most High jack you up. If you're not sincere in this thing, you'll go one day from knowing and being mighty, right? Almost receiving some. Ain't that the brother that you told if he came back that next week?
Yeah,
some fringes.
That's what I'm saying.
Never came back.
And see, you gave it to a, and see, the Most High made him give it to a brother.
That was better than that.
Hey, who was sincere, man. Stood out in the cold for 3 hours, man. And he earned that shirt. Hey, appreciate it. He earned it. Right? Come on.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15 and verse 28. And Samuel said unto him, Yahweh have rent the kingdom of Israel from thee this day, and have given it to a neighbor of thine that is better than thou.
You see that? And hey, the Most High could have took that spirit away from him that he had, because he was mighty at first, man. He was understanding it. He was understanding it and all these different things, man. But then guess what? The Most High could have took that spirit, and then guess what? Gave it to another brother. Now you got a brother come up here and stand up here for 3 hours in the rain, man. In the rain and in the cold, shaking out his boots, man. And that same shirt that he would have got credit with, guess what? Hey, he gave that into a man, another man, right? Who earned it and who needed it, right? But real quick, let me get the book of give me the book of man, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Give me 1 Kings. Actually, go straight to give me somebody go to the apocrypha. And give me the book of the first Maccabees, chapter 1, and start at verse 42. Right, because you got Jacob's trouble coming in these last days. Yeah, you got World War III coming in the last days, man. You got a lot of stuff coming in the last days, man.
Go ahead.
Right, real quick before you bring that up. Somebody give me Ecclesiastes. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 1. And actually, give me Ecclesiastes 3 and 15. What's going on, King? What's going on with you, brother? Can I ask you one question? One question, brother. All right, brother, you an Israelite. You got to repent and keep the commandments, King. That's right. In these last days. Right?
Ecclesiastes 3, verse 15. That which hath been now.
Right, hold on. Take your time.
That which hath been is now. And that which is to be have already been.
Right.
And Yahweh required it that Yahweh required that which is past.
Right, the point I want on that is the Most High requires that which is past, right? The Most High requires that which is past in these last days. So guess what? All the things that you read about in the scriptures, guess what? Hey, it's coming back. The Most High is bringing it back in the last days, man. Right? The Most High, hey, when you had women getting raped to death in the Bible, man. Right? Hey, sister. What's up? You see this? You see this sign? Can you look at this sign real quick for me? We took a lot of time putting it together just for you. You see a nationality on the right hand side? You see a nationality on the right hand side? Right? Would you be a so-called Negro, so-called Jamaican? Right? Where you see yourself at? Huh? Negro? Okay. Right? What you see across from that? You said Judah? Right? Is that what you said? Okay, so you believe in the Bible? Right? Do you find the word Negro in the Bible? What about African American? No. What about the term black as being established as a nation of people? It's not in there, right? So what did the Lord call you? You say, huh? African? Is the word African in the Bible? So what did he call you? These are the questions and these are the things that we got to figure out. Real quick, give me Job 8:8. Job 8:8.
The book of Job, chapter 8 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
And it reads thus.
For
inquire, I pray thee, of the former age.
Right, the Lord said, and I would. So I read that again.
For inquire, I pray thee,
right,
of the former age.
The Lord said we had to inquire of the former age, meaning we had to take heed, we had to search out. Read.
And prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
Right, so we got to prepare ourselves for the search of our fathers in these last days, meaning the past. We have to find out these things. We got to figure out, dang, if African American is not in the Bible, right? If Negro is not in the Bible, then what did the Lord call me then?
Right.
Right? What was my ancestors called? Right? We got to figure these things out in these last days, right? So that's what we up here to do, right? Real quick, give me 1 Peter chapter 3, or 2 Peter 3 and 1. 2 Peter 1 and 13, actually. 2 Peter 1 and 13.
Book of 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
Yea, I think it meet, as long as I am in this tabernacle, to stir you up by putting you in remembrance.
Right? So our job out here is to put you in remembrance.
That's
brother.
right.
We trying to put you in remembrance of who you are. So you can remember your spirit. Not only just you, but your spirit can remember who you are. Because that's what the Holy Spirit is. Like I tell you in John chapter 15, man. John 15 and 26. The spirit of truth. That's what we trying to stir up to have you remember. Okay? Now watch this. Give me Isaiah chapter 42 and 22. Give me Haggai 1 and 6. I want you to give me, I want you to, wait, 44 and 22.
42 and 22. The book of Isaiah 42 and 22.
Bring it out.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Right?
but this is a people robbed and spoiled.
What people on the earth are robbed and spoiled, brother? Right? Is the Arab man robbed and spoiled? Or do they own all the gas stations in America?
Right.
Right? Oh, who's the robbed and spoiled? Is the Chinese man the robbed and spoiled? Right? Or is damn near everything in America made from China? Who are the robbed and spoiled? Huh? That's right, our people. We the ones that's robbed and spoiled. Right, you know?
They are all of them snared in a hole.
Right?
Snared in holes. And they are hid in prison houses.
Right, it said they're hid in prison houses. Who's filling up the prison houses in these last days? That's right, us, our people are. Right? Can that be talking about the so-called white man? It's not. He don't want. He owns the prison houses. He running the prison houses, right? They not the ones robbed and spoiled. They the ones doing what? The robbing. Just like they sold this land. That's low. All right. Right. What's up? Hold on, brother. Let me get a couple more. What up? I caught something else. Haggai 1 and 6.
The book of Haggai, chapter 1 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
Right, our people, we never have enough as a people.
Right.
Right, because we always get what? Picked from, right? You know?
Ye drink,
So like
Not enough.
but ye have not filled with drink. Ye clothe you,
Right.
but there is none warm.
Right?
And he that earneth wages,
Right, it said, he that earneth wages, read.
earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
See that? Meaning what? Everything that you earn, guess what? This society is going to take a part of that. Right? Specifically talking about who? The government. So-called Uncle Sam. Right? What people is that happening to? What people getting taxes taken out like crazy? Right now, I like to break this down like this. The so-called white man, when he gets taxes taken out, where is that money going to? You know? I said when the so-called white man gets taxes taken out of his check, where is his money going to? You said, huh? Back to his account. That's right. That's right. When the so-called white man gets taxes taken out, guess what? They're fueling their economy. They fueling their city. They're fueling their county. Right? When the so-called Chinese man gets taxes taken out, guess what? It's fueling what? His economy.
Right.
Guess what? All that stuff is getting built up in China. They fueling their economy. Same thing with the Arab man. When we get taxes taken out, it's going towards our oppressors. Listen, do we have an economy here, brother? No, we don't. Right? Last time we did, guess what? They blew it up.
That's right.
Right in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Right? So when that's called slavery, brothers. When you're getting something taken out from you and taken away, we don't own anything in a society like they tell you in the in Deuteronomy 28 and 50, Deuteronomy 28 and 46 on down. Right? We don't own anything. Everything that we get, matter of fact, bring it up. Which one? 46.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 46.
Bring it out.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign,
Right.
and for a wonder,
Right.
and upon thy seed forever.
Right? Talking about the 43 curses in the scriptures, read.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God
Right.
with joyfulness and with gladness of heart,
Right.
for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies,
Right.
which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
Right, so the Lord said we was gonna have to serve our enemies. That's why, like I tell you in Haggai 1 and 6, we get those taxes taken out. Right? We never have enough. Right? We clothing but never have enough clothing. We drink but never have enough to drink. Right? And we put money into a bag that's filled with holes.
Right.
Okay, read on.
And hunger,
Right? And so in thirsting and hunger, guess what? Anything we get when it comes to food, we get from who? The other nations.
Right.
Chiefly the so-called white man.
Right.
Even if we own our own little shack, right? Our own little restaurant. Guess what? We still don't own it, because at the end of the day, you still got to pay what? Property taxes.
right.
right? Uncle Sam's still gonna get his. There's no such thing as owning something in America.
Right.
Literally no such thing as owning something in America. It don't matter how much money you put into something that you don't own. You can get your LLC, you don't own it. Why? Because something that can be taken away from you at any point in time, you don't own.
Right. Right.
That don't make sense. We don't, if you really want to get to know, we don't even own our lives.
That's right.
Because guess what? It can get taken from you at any point.
Okay, read on. And in thirst.
Right?
And in nakedness.
In nakedness, all the clothes that all these brothers got on right now, guess what? Came from our oppressors.
That's right.
Read on.
And in want of all things.
It said in want of all things. A birth certificate, a death certificate. If you die, you still gotta give something to the so-called white man.
Right.
As soon as you born, guess what? They give you a number. Which is what? That's a social security number. As soon as you born, you're numbered. When you die, you gotta show documentation that you damn dead. That's madness. You want a what? A driver's license, you gotta go to the oppressor. Right? You want a car, you gotta go to, you always have to go anything materialistic to your oppressors. That's called slavery, brother.
That's right.
Right, you know?
And what of all things? And he shall put a yoke of iron.
Right? What people had yokes of iron upon their necks? It's all good, you should know. What people had yokes of iron around their neck? What people had chains around their necks and on their arms? You said, huh? You said what?
Prisoners.
Prisoners? Well, who were they? What nation of people were they? This picture right here, brother. Man, you should know. You should know, brother. And you're of age. We did, brother. We the ones that had chains around our necks.
That's right.
We the ones that never got a fair shake, man. We the ones that was getting our backs beat in, brother. That happened to us. Our forefathers that was in the cotton fields getting whipped, man. They even coming out with a movie about Emmett Till, man. Right? See that, and guess what? And not to get off topic, I'm gonna say this real quick. But it's so crazy how people can still love their oppressors. They put out all these movies, all these so-called slavery movies, all these so-called old-time movies based in the 60s and the 50s, and guess what? They put it right in your face what they did to us.
Right.
They put it right in your face, man, and Jake still can't let go of the love of Esau.
Madness.
They still want to cool out. That's madness, right? But, brother, the point is, right, we was the ones that fit these curses. We the ones that got to go to our oppressors for everything. We the ones that had a yoke of iron around our neck and had our backs beat in the cotton fields, right? You know?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he has destroyed thee.
Until we have been destroyed mentally. That's why we don't have chains on us now, right? Because our people destroyed. They don't need chains no more. Why? Because they destroyed up here.
Right.
As soon as they see the police, everybody scattered.
Right.
As soon as they see it, so if we was shooting dice up here and a Jake walked through, everybody mean mug him, look him up and down. You kind of pressing him. You might press him a little bit, right? But it's a so-called white man walk through. Guess what? Everybody, all right, hold on, let him walk through. Right, and then they get back going down on what they doing, man. That's madness. That's backwards, man. Right? So, read on.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the one end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flyeth.
Right.
So like you said, a nation's against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flyeth.
It said as swift as the eagle fly. What nation on the earth is known as the eagle or portrays themselves as the eagle? You know, what's on the back of a dollar bill? That's right, an eagle. In the Oval Office, they got a giant eagle in there. Right? On the monument right there, it's an eagle on there.
Right.
Why? Because America portrays themselves as the eagle.
That's right.
Right? Now bring this out real quick.
Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun.
Right? So Solomon said, man, there's an evil that I have seen under the sun. Because Solomon, he knew the beginning of times, the midst of times, and the end of times. So Solomon seen these different things going on now. Right? You know?
As an error.
Right? He said as an error. Meaning something that is wrong, something that's not right. Right? Read on.
Which proceedeth from the ruler.
Read.
Folly is set in great dignity.
He said folly is set in great dignity. Read.
And the rich sit in low places.
It said in the rich sit in low places. Who is the rich? Right? Real quick, give me Revelation chapter 2. Let's figure out who the rich is. Right? Because is it talking about the rich because we got money? Or because that people got money? Right? Let's see what it's talking about.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 2 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
And it reads thus. I know thy works,
right,
and tribulation,
right,
and poverty.
The Lord said he knows the works and our tribulation and our poverty. The Most High know what we're going through as a people. He know that we in poverty, right? He know that we not well off in these societies like the so-called white man and woman, right? He said, look, I know your tribulation and poverty, man. Right, Rito?
But thou art rich.
But what?
But thou art rich.
He said, but thou art rich. Does that mean we rich because we got money? No, that's because we rich in the spirit because of who we are.
That's right.
Right, because of where we come from. Right, like I was talking about earlier. Hey, that word Israelite, that word Israel, right, in the Hebrew is Yashur Allah, which literally means He, Prince, Power. Right, because why? We're the son of the Most High God.
Right.
Right, that's literally what it means. Okay, right. So now let's go back to this. Or so like it's all good.
You want 68?
Yep.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, 28 and verse 68.
You know,
and Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt.
Right, it said the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt. You know what that word Egypt means? Right, do you know what the Israelites were doing in Egypt? Okay, let's bring it out real quick. Hold on, real quick. Let me get Deuteronomy 4 and 20. Let me get Deuteronomy 4 and 20. Somebody else give me 1 Kings chapter 8 and verse 51. 1 Kings 8 and 51 and Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 51 first.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 8 and verse 51.
Yeah.
For they be, it's like it.
8 and 51.
For they be thy people and thy inheritance, which thou belongest, which thou broughtest forth out of Egypt.
Right, talking about the Israelites. The Lord brought the Israelites out of the land of Egypt. So that be thy people. Right, read.
From the midst of the furnace of iron.
It said from the midst of the furnace of iron. Right, because what is that? What is the midst of the furnace of iron going into? Right, bondage. Right. You ever heard somebody say, what Jay like to say? I'm stuck between the rock and the hard place. Right? That's that fiery furnace, bondage, slavery, being uncomfortable in that society. Right? Bring this up.
Deuteronomy 4 and verse 20.
Bring it out.
But the Lord hath taken you and brought you forth out of the iron furnace.
It says the Lord have taken you out of the iron furnace. Read.
Even out of Egypt.
Even out of what?
Even out of Egypt.
So that iron furnace is synonymous with what? Egypt. Now that's all you, brother. You can keep it, brother. You can keep it, brother. Right? But the point is, Egypt is synonymous with the word bondage, slavery, right? Rigorous work, hard work, being uncomfortable. Right? So now we're gonna put it in context in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, right?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out, bring it
and
out.
the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Right, into bondage, slavery, right? That iron furnace, being uncomfortable in bondage and slavery, which is Egypt, read.
Again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America? That's right, brother. We got here on ships.
That's right.
Right? We got here on ships, brother. Right? We don't?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Meaning exactly how he said it, how it's going to happen. Now, do you fit that prophecy? Did your ancestors come over here on slavery on ships? They did, right? Can a so-called white man say that pertains to him? They can? No, right. That's right. They can. Right? What about the Arab man? What about the Chinese man? Nobody can say that pertains to them except the people you see on the sun.
That's right.
The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We was the one that was brought into slavery on ships, right? The Northern Kingdom, right, which is the Hispanics and Native Americans, they went into slavery on ships in 722 BC, right, to the Assyrians. We went into slavery on ships, right, to who? None other than the so-called white man, right? We don't?
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Right, we've never seen our homeland again as a nation of people. What's your homeland, brother? See, our people don't even know. Right? That's what they normally would say. I know. He said that's what our people normally would say. Shit, Africa. Right? What place in Africa, brother? And it ain't even in Africa. Right? A lot of people, they say, oh yeah, I'm from Africa. Right? Just because not knowing that the only reason we was in Africa in the first place because we was fleeing from Roman persecution in 70 AD.
Right.
Which was prophesied in Matthew chapter 24 and verse 14. Right? So, that's like it. So, brother, your homeland is Israel. That's your homeland. Right? That's where we from. Right. That's the land that the Most High gave to us in the book of Joshua chapter 1. And that land that he promised unto our people.
Right.
Okay? From Abraham, Isaac, all the way to Jacob and his 12 sons. Right, read on.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Right.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Right, we were sold unto our enemies. Right, who was we sold to, brother? Who? Who was it? Who? What race?
That's the real goal.
You said, huh?
That's the real goal.
From the white race, that's right.
That's right.
And it's plain upon that. It is what it is at the end of the day.
Right.
Right? They did it, and hey, you can't sweep it under the rug.
Right.
Right? We're not hiding it behind the lamp. Right? We're not putting it up under the rug. We're not playing hide and go seek with it. Hey, the so-called white man put us in slavery.
Right.
Right? He sold us on auction blocks for $3, $2. Right? Hey, $4 if you was a big man.
That's
right. And you was kind of muscular, man. There's somebody, hey, they might even go as far as to buying this for 10, man. Brother, are you worth $5, brother? Is your life worth $5? No, brother, your life is not worth $5. You said, huh? You said, huh? Right, it's worth more. Hey, your life is priceless. Priceless.
That's right, brother.
Priceless, brother. There is no, you can't put a tag, you can't put a price tag on my brother, man.
That's right.
Hey, it's without cost. You can't buy it. It's not for sale. Right? Yeah, it's not for sale, baby. Becky, Emily, and Todd.
Come.
Read on.
There ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Right.
For bondmen
Slave men.
and bondwomen.
Bondwomen.
And no man shall buy.
Right, that word bind in Hebrew going into redeem. Nobody redeemed us out of this captivity.
Right.
Right, we still get this day in our captivity, like it tell you in the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8.
Right.
Right, we still get this day in our captivity. So you fit those prophecies, don't you? Would you say that you serving your enemies? You said, huh? Do you serve them? Right, do you work for them?
Not to.
You said, huh?
Try not to.
You said you try not to. Do they take money out your check, brother? They don't. Do you have a job?
That's small. It's not part-time.
Part-time, and you don't get nothing taken out of that check. You don't gotta pay no bills. So, brother, serving your enemies, brother. At the end of the day, they still getting money from you. This is your land, brother. Why you gotta pay for stuff that's yours? Why you gotta pay for that? Right? So the point is, brother, your people went into slavery on ships, correct?
Right.
Right? They was bondmen and bondwomen, correct? They had yokes of iron put around their neck, correct? Then, brother, you would be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
Hey, that's right.
Plain as day. Simple as that. Hold on, brother. Not so fast. Right?
God.
Not so fast, brother. You got too much dip in your chip. Too much dip on your chip. Right? Read Matthew chapter 19.
It's the book of Matthew chapter 19 and verse 16.
What do you say?
And it reads,
how you get the kingdom of heaven, brother? Do you want the kingdom of heaven? Prayer? Okay, yeah. I mean, it, like it tell you in the book of Baruch chapter 4, you know, you gotta pray without ceasing. Seek him 10 times more.
right.
Right? So what else? Is it just praying? How do you seek him? Right? How do you do that which is pleasing in the sight of the Lord? Read up.
It's the book of St. Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
Right.
And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one.
Right? That's the Most High.
That is Yahweh.
Straight like that.
But if thou wilt enter into life,
Keep the commandments.
What?
Keep the commandments.
Pray all day.
Keep the commandments.
Good.
keep the
You
commandments.
gotta keep the commandments, brother. Hold on, brother. You got too much dip on your chip.
God.
Exactly.
Headed nowhere fast.
God.
Right? How you get the kingdom of heaven? See that? That's why you gotta stay here, brother. We just brought the answer out to you. Real quick, give me Baruch 3 and 9.
Figure it out.
Give me Baruch 3 and 9, man. Hit it nowhere fast.
This is the book of Baruch,
No.
chapter 3,
Take your head off, Doc.
in verse 9.
Bring it out.
Hear Israel.
Hear who?
Hear Israel.
Who?
Hear Israel.
What's your name? Ronald. Ronald. Hear Ronald. On January, so-called January 15th, so-called 2020. Here, Ronald. 2022. 2021. What I say? 2022. No, I said what I say.
You said 2020.
20. 2 years? That's right.
Yeah, 2021.
Right? 2022. I mean, technically, it's still 2021. Right? The new year ain't hit yet. Right?
That's right.
But here in so-called 2022, man, Ronald, here Ronald, read
The commandments of life.
the what?
The commandments of life.
The what?
The commandments of life.
Brother, I need you to hear the commandments of life.
That's right.
Read.
Give ear.
Give what?
Give ear.
Be headed nowhere fast.
Give ear.
Give ear, brother. Read.
To understand wisdom.
Do what?
To understand wisdom.
You're not gonna get wisdom nowhere else.
Right.
You're not gonna get wisdom nowhere else, brother. Now I know it's cold, right? I know it's cold. I know you probably got things to do, right? But there's nothing more important than realizing and having your remembrance stirred up in these last days.
That's right.
Right? There's nothing more important than that. Right? If there was, guess what? We wouldn't be out here.
Right.
We would be doing whatever else we thought was more important.
Right.
But guess what? We out here standing in the cold trying to teach our brother.
That's right.
Right? So give ear in these last days, right? Now bring this out one more time again. We're gonna bring this out again for you.
St. Matthew, chapter 19, and verse 17.
Bring it out.
And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is nothing good but one, that is Yahweh.
Right?
But if thou wilt enter into life,
Right?
keep the commandments.
What?
Keep the commandments.
What?
Keep the commandments.
What you gotta do? That's right.
That's right.
Yeah. Damn, now you going the other way.
got no-
Where you going? First he was going this way. Now you going the other way. Keep the commandments, brother. Alright, brother. You're an Israelite, brother.
That's right.
Alright, you're an Israelite. Brother, gotta keep the commandments. Alright, now let him go nowhere fast. Let him go nowhere fast.
He's trying to get scared.
Right? Hey, and these last days, real quick, give me 2 Edges chapter 5. 2 Edges chapter 5. Nowhere fast, man. Nowhere.
It's the book of 2 Edges, chapter 5 and verse 9. And salt waters shall be found in the sweet, and all friends.
Actually, you can start from the top.
This is the book of 2 Edges, chapter 5 and verse 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, that day shall come, that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number.
And we living in the times where men are going to begin to be taken in a great number in these last days.
Right.
Everything not finna be sweet out here, man.
Right.
You got Jacob's trouble on the rise, man. You got World War III on the brink, man. All hell is getting ready to break loose in these last days. It's not time to be out here trying to go nowhere fast. You don't know, you have no sense of direction, man. First you trying to go this way, now you trying to go this way. What is that? That's literally, the Most High gave you a clear representation of somebody being tossed to and fro. He just got tossed to and fro, man. Don't know where he going. Right? Spirit don't know where he going, don't know who he serves, don't know what's going on. Right? First you going west. Now, I mean, first you're going south, now you're going north. You don't know what's going on. All hell kind of breaking loose, man. Right? Hey, so the days is coming upon the earth where man is going to be taken in a great number, Reed.
Men taken in a great number, right? And the way of truth shall be hidden.
And what?
And the way of truth shall be hidden.
Hey, the way of truth is not going to always be out here on the highways and byways, man.
Right.
You're not going to always have the men of the Lord out in the cold, rain, sleet, snow, hot, 100-degree weather, man, out here sincerely trying to bring forth our brothers and sisters, man.
Right.
Like it tell you in the book of Matthew 22, trying to bid our brothers and sisters to the marriage, man.
Right.
And fill the Most High's house, man. And we're not going to always be out here, man. The Lord is going to remove his prophets from the
That's right.
And so you gonna have men and women like that, man, who's so quick to leave the words of the Lord, but guess what? In the last days, they're gonna be coming back to these same spots.
That's right.
Where them so-called Hebrew Israelites at, man? Where they at, man? They used to teach at the monument. Oh no, I heard they was in front of District 10.
That's right.
Right? Let's go over there. Where they at, man? Hey, we gonna be in the comfortability, in the Most High's wings.
That's right.
That's right. Like the Most High said in the book of Second Ezra chapter 2, man. Hey, he was gonna put his hand upon the children, man, and protect them there during those times.
That's right.
And guess what? We ain't gonna have nothing for you in those last days.
Nothing at all.
Don't come to me, man. Don't come to me. I'm gonna be too busy meditating on the words of the Lord. Don't come to me, man. Right?
Sign up, precept to go back. The book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh,
right,
that I will send a famine in the land.
I send a what?
I will send a famine in the land.
Read.
Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of the hearing of the words of the Lord.
But of the what?
But of the hearing of the words of the Lord.
The Lord said he was going to send a famine in the last days, not of bread, not of water, even though that's coming to the earth too, man. And it's here now, man. You can't even go to the store and get more than 2 cases of water, man. Right? You try to get some meat, you try to get some lamb, and then lamb gone, man. Can't even give me no lamb chops, man. Hey, man, I was mad about that, man. Right? But hey, it's a famine in the land, man. Right? But the Lord said, hey, I'm going to send a famine, not of bread, not of water, but what? Of hearing the words of the Lord, man.
Right. And they shall wander from sea to sea.
It says they shall wander from sea to sea. What does that mean when it says they shall wander from sea to sea?Ul quick, hold that. Give me Revelation chapter 17 and 15. That's me, Revelation 17 and 15.
That's a spirit. I was just thinking the same piece.
Come on. Right? Whoever got it first. Revelation 17 and 15. Right? What does it mean when it says they're going to what? Do that mean first they're going to go to the Pacific Ocean? They in a boat. Then they're going to paddle all the way to the what the hell the other
Atlantic
ocean? The Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, I got it.
Right? Now they in the Black Sea.
Book of Revelation.
Right?
Chapter 17 and verse 15.
Read out.
And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest.
Right? The waters which thou sawest, read.
Where the whore sitteth.
Right?
Our peoples.
Our what?
Our people.
What?
Our people.
Read.
And multitudes.
Right?
And nations.
See that?
And tongues.
Straight like that, man. So when it says, hey, they shall wander from sea to sea, that means what? They gonna wander from this nation's understanding, right? First you're gonna be over here in Islam, right? Trying to get their understanding. Right. Next thing you gonna be over here in Buddhism with the damn Amorites, trying to get their understanding. Then your ass gonna be spiritual in spirituality. Damn humming, trying to open the chakras and stuff, man. With the damn Moabites.
Throat shot.
Now you gonna be with the Edomites. And you know the Edomites, they don't believe in nothing. They just believe they damn what's it called? Atheists.
Right. Atheists.
Right? So you gonna be wandering from sea to sea in these last days, man.
Right.
Trying to get the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? Read on.
And they shall wander from sea to sea.
Right.
And from the north even to the east.
Read.
They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh and shall not find.
And shall what?
And shall not find.
Damn, that's cold, man. Said they shall wander everywhere and shall not find it.
Oh,
man.
praise.
And shall not find it, man. Right? So now let's read on.
It's the book of 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 2.
Bring it up.
But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago.
You see that? People think the earth is bad now, man. People think all hell is already breaking loose now, man. Hey, it said iniquity shall be increased above that which is seen, man.
That's right.
Paraphrasing. Hey, it's gonna get worse, man. Hey, in the book of Judges, you had women getting gang raped. Then you had women getting raped to death. Man. This is in the Bible.
Right.
We're not making this up. People think the Bible damn PG-13 or something, man. Hey, the Bible get real, man.
Right.
Yeah, women get raped to death. Then her hand was they left her on the doorstep, man. They raped her to death, then left her ass on the doorstep, man. And then guess what? Right? Her head grabbed her, looked, he opened the door like, damn. He cut her ass up and sent her to the coast of Judea.
Right.
Cut up in
Hey, that's coming back. Hey, like we brought out in Ecclesiastes 3 and 15. Hey, that's coming back to the earth, man. That's coming back. The Lord requires that which is past, man. The Lord requires that which is past. Right? So read on. Give me
it's the book of 2 Ezra chapter 5 in verse 3.
Bring it out.
And the land that thou seest now to have root shalt thou see wasted suddenly.
So you gonna see this land be wasted suddenly.
Right.
I can tell you all throughout the scriptures, right? The bricks and the stones that you see, hey, they shall not. What's your nationality? Freedom. So like, you can drop that, right? First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 42.
First Maccabees 1 and verse 42.
No!
Give me Daniel.
And everyone should have
verse 31.
Salakia.
Read the first verse. No. So like I'm saying 42.
First Maccabees 1 and 42.
Bring it out.
And everyone should leave his laws. So all the 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom,
right,
that all should be one people.
Right. Hey, this is going into the first abomination of desolation, man. Right. The Lord requires that which is past, meaning what? Hey, it's gonna happen again, man. Right. The first abomination of desolation, right, that you read about in Daniel, right? Give me Daniel 11 and 31.
That's exactly what I was reading. It's the book of Daniel 11, Daniel chapter 11 and verse number 31. And arms shall stand on his port, and they shall pollute the sanctuary.
It said they shall pollute the sanctuary
of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice.
It said, and they was gonna take away the daily sacrifice, right? What's your nationality, sister?
I was about to say that's about the only place.
Right? Is that in the Bible? Y'all better. That's not in there. Y'all better than that. Y'all better. That ain't in the Bible. That ain't in there either.
She said she a nigga that's in America.
Come find out. I'm limping in here. Man, they gonna be smitten with madness.
That's right.
Over here limping in heels, man. No coat on. It's cold as hell outside. Right? But you know what they quote is though, what they slogan is, man. Say hoes don't get cold.
That's right.
That's madness.
I'm led to believe
right?
dressing less is the best in their head.
That's madness.